Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. You got me going in circles. Going round and round I go. Yep. Sometimes it seems like it's never ending. I actually thought we were past this, but you know, it is what it is, right? Ain't it? Oh man. So let's have a conversation. But first, let's see what we got in the building. My brother, Mac of the South, Mark Wonderland, Pompeii Fight Nation. Where you been, bro? Salute. Tony Gilmore, what up, what up? Eric Ace, Tay, good morning, ex-wife. We're gonna get married and she's gonna divorce me, like in the same day. It's gonna be hilarious. Real Hill, Mr. Shelton, Slim Hussein, Big Block, Robert Singleton, Edgar Chavez, Jermaine Jubilee, Black Alpha, Ketty Peeps, 88 Sports Talk, Son of Tank, Frank from the Lane, Black Boy Plays in the building, Sensei, Stormy Beeman. That was a good premiere this morning. I watched it. Daniel Mitchell, salute. The Brothers UK, salute. Andrew Gray, my brother I Rock, salute, brother. Rod Neal, there he is. MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. Bob, Mind of Mansa Musa. Kevin Dunbar. Daryl Alexander. Oh, you know what? No, I'll get to that later. You know what? I'll get to Outlaw Jr., salute. 600, what up? Man, I got a chip on my shoulder about a topic I'm gonna cover tonight on Pep Talk. Because people do not listen. And yo, you know what? You know what I noticed about 2023? It's not wasting any time. Some of this stuff that we're witnessing in real time, we're not waiting months or years. It's like things have been happening like right in front of our face. I don't know if y'all been paying attention. Ain't wasting no time. But I'll cover that tonight. Man. Woo. Chilltown Majors, Jay Walker. Rain Dragon, how those Kings doing, brother? Almighty Law. Jelly Bean, Edgar Chavez. Ratchet since 91, Jay Grant. Terrence, what up, bro? King Bonnie, Main Event Mark, TC, Rick Blackwell. Just Spark in the building, always supporting. Jason, what up? Yeah, he is. Whoa. Eric O, Ryan Wright. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask a very, very, very honest question. And you say this without any bias or whatever. Because my response is coming from a supporter's perspective. All right? What kind of and Brothers UK, yeah, I want to wait, hold on. Yeah. Steve Jones, salute. I was just gonna say your name, Brothers UK. Gerard Harlem in the building. I want to know, DJ Sound Love, salute. I want to know what the temperature is for AJ in the UK, because obviously I don't live there. But let me ask the supporters of the sport. Are y'all sick of him? Is the thrill gone for AJ? You know, I'm not asking are y'all mad at him, because I'm mad at him. Like, you know what, mad is a strong word. You know what? I'm let down. Isaiah Felix, salute. I'm let down. Because I thought that this guy was really something. And it got to the point where it's like, yo, dude, all right, you telling me he's this, he's that. Show us. Show us. Show us. And when it came time to perform, what did he do? He pulled up his box record. When did we get to know Anthony Joshua? It was around... Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it was. When I noticed him, it was against... let me scroll down here. It was around 2014. He fought this dude named Michael Sprott, and I didn't see the fight. I saw highlights. And what I noticed was they kept talking about what a physical specimen he was. Now, this is sports. You know, I didn't brush it off with with the gay jokes or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I just looked. Rod, what up, bro? And I just looked, and I said, Dritch, what up? Yep, I'm getting to that, brother. I'm getting to that. And I said, okay, yeah, he's a physical specimen. You know, Asante El, salute. They do that in sports. A story behind Michael Grant was he was just walking in the mall one day, and some dude walked up to him and said, man, you ever thought about boxing? And the rest is history. And he touched $1 million in boxing. You know, he didn't pan out to be the American champion that, you know, we hoped he'd be. He had the look. He had a menacing look. Dark-skinned, tall, black guy. You know, long arms, a decent jab, a great right hand. But he didn't have a beard. So I understand when you look at someone and say, oh my God, that's a physical specimen. Fellas, when y'all go to clubs and y'all see some of these bouncers. Bouncers are bouncers, but every now and again you go to a club, you see one that's like 6'9". And you're like, why are you standing in front of a club? Shouldn't you be running around on a football field somewhere? And you talk to those guys, Jay Gett, what up? You find out, yeah, man, you know, I had a tryout 10 years ago. Oh shit, how old are you? That type of thing. I've worked with a lot of those guys. So you look at AJ, and he's a physical specimen. I'll give him that. To grow past 6 feet tall, you know, it's not the average height of a man in America. I think is like 5'9". So to get to 6 feet or beyond, that's a feat in itself, right? He's grown, 5 or 6 inches beyond that, all right? And he's a physical specimen. Yes, he is. Big Cup of Joe, salute. Yes. Yes, he is. So I say, well, who is this kid? Because I wasn't educated on him. I'm like, okay, so I'm watching him. And he ended up beating up Sprott. I heard the name Sprott before, but what I did know, he had like 20 plus. Look, it says right here, 22 losses. There it is. And I forget which round he stopped him in or whatever, but he beat him like a drum. And I said, okay, yo, the handsome Anthony Joshua. And I already knew where it was going when they said he was handsome. Now, I don't know if that was the actual audio from the fight or someone talking. I don't remember, but once you use the term handsome when you're describing a fighter, I was like, uh-oh. I already know what they're about to do. But let's just see. It says here after that, he fought Jason Garrett, who had 19 losses going into that fight. And he kicked his ass. Rafael Zambano, I don't even remember that. But then look up here, he fought this guy, Kevin Johnson, who also fought, I believe Kevin Johnson fought Vitaly Klitschko. Black dude, bald head. He had a, if this is the same guy, let me check real quick. Oh my God. Kevin Johnson got a fight in March coming up against Aiden Yildirim. I think that's Abner Yildirim's brother. I think this is going to be his first or second pro fight. That's just a point of information, y'all. You scroll down here. I think Kevin Johnson's the dude. He fought Hrgovic. He lost. He fought Kubrat Pulev in 2017. He fought Derek Chisora. Look, he fought AJ right there. But he fought Christian Hammer. He fought Tyson Fury to a UD loss. But this is the guy that fought. There it is. He fought in 2009. He fought Vitaly Klitschko. He was very disrespectful. He was very disrespectful. You know, he trash talked in the ring, but you know, Vitaly, you know, beat him. It's whatever. So this is the guy. This is the fight I saw. And he stopped him. I said, okay. And the media began to you know, blow him. They began to blow AJ, and it was I saw it coming. I said, no, they're gonna do it. Then it's like, oh, he has a job like, look at that job. The job like Larry Holmes. I said, stop, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And they did it anyway. So love a lot. Salute, Steve Elder Mac. Juice, what up? Juice, how does Gio James, salute. Juice, I worked with a lot of guys that GP, what up? Some of the dudes I worked with, they rode the bench in the NFL or the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, some bouncers are big and intimidating and can't fight. But I worked with a lot of guys that had all kinds of black belts and they will flat out destroy people. But for whatever reason, they couldn't make it in professional sports because they had a nagging injury. You know what I'm saying? That was my point. That was my point, Juice. That was my only point. Ramel Lane, what up? 88 Sports Talk. Sylvester, what up? Anwar Water, salute. Can y'all hear me? Turn this up. Can y'all hear me? Am I loud enough now? Anyway, maybe because I wasn't talking directly into the mic. Thank you, appreciate it. DP, what up? Okay, good. You know this. I think Fix be in for us, man. Everyone's stream's been acting crazy, man. BSTV stream was acting a little loopy yesterday, man. This is weird. All right. So, you know, this dude, AJ, man, you know, I already saw the marketing. I ain't even gonna hold you. Black Undertaker, salute. I ain't even gonna hold you. I did not think it was gonna get that bad, though. Because it got bad. You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? I ain't think it was gonna get that bad that fast. It happened fast. You want to talk about microwave society? Because you got to understand, AJ came along off the heels of the Manny Pacquiao era. And I was like, all right, it can't, you know, can't get this bad, can it? And it did. In a short amount of time. This was accelerated. And then we were introduced to Eddie Hearn and Mr. P. Dep, salute. We got introduced to Eddie Hearn and it was downhill from there. I said, whoa, what is going on here? What is happening? What is happening? Behind the lens, what up? Thank you, brothers UK. And when the dust settled, because it's settled, my question to everybody in the chat, and Mr. P. Depps, if DOG's in the chat, the brothers UK, what is the atmosphere surrounding Anthony Joshua right now over there? Do they still hold him to the same standards? Are they still holding on to hope? Or is the thrill gone? Because this fight right here was supposed to happen. Let me look at the box, right? He fights Dillian White. That was the first fight that we actually saw on television over here, right? And it was built over here because they had a feud in the amateurs and Dillian beat him in the amateurs. And I go to social media and I find it, and I say, okay, that's not the same guy that I saw fighting. So he's improved, and I have no idea who Dillian White is, but it's a grudge match. I watched it. Dillian actually buzzed AJ in the second round or something. I forget. He buzzed him. But then AJ kept his composure, and he stopped him. And I said, okay, good job. And then into Charles Martin. And it's a shame. Charles Martin was 23-0 going into that fight. And I had Charles Martin on the show, and he told us what happened behind the scenes, and it was frustrating to hear. And, Al Heyman couldn't tell him not to go get $8 or $9 million. I mean, that would be bad advice. So he went and got his bag. But y'all know this guy, he was on here, he heard the story. Go back and watch the show when he was on here. LDBC Strong. He said, look, man, they had me sparring the week of the fight. Two giant African dudes, and they tore his body up. So basically, he went into the damn AJ fight injured. It was a setup. And the guys in this camp did that. I say, why are you sparring the week of the fight? Of course, everybody's on the tape. This is what happens. After that, he fights Dominic Brazil. He stops him. That was a good win. Fought Eric Molina. That was a good win. And then here was the fight. Vladimir Klitschko. All right? Klitschko went down in the 5th round. He got up. Hit AJ with a straight right hand. Wow. Why do when I do that, when I say things more than once, I'm making a point. Straight right hand, he goes down. Then he gets up. Kept his composure, came back and stopped Vladimir in the 11th. First thing I said was like, Vladimir's long in the tooth. He's long in the tooth, man. I don't know. You know what? We got this brother over here, Deontay Wilder. If that right hand lands from Deontay, I don't think he's getting up. Right? I don't think he's getting up. So right there in 2017, that was when Chris, what up? Todd French. Winston Lee, salute. That was when we were like, yo, hold on. Our guy got 1 belt. This guy got 3 now. Oh, whoa. We can have an undisputed champion. Am I even gonna hold y'all? At that point, it didn't matter to me because both of those brothers are black. I'm not even gonna hold you. I said, this is kind of historic in the 4-belt era. Because at that time, I ain't have a problem with AJ. Right after the Klitschko fight. In fact, when I ain't even gonna hold you, when Klitschko knocked him down, I stood up in my living room. I was like, you better get up. You were doing fine. Don't blow it. And he got up. I gave him full credit for that win, but after the fight, I said, that right here, man, that concerns me. You got to fix that. But the marketing was in effect. They put up a picture of AJ standing over Klitschko in black and white. Then they side by sided the picture with Ali standing over Sonny Liston in black and white. I said, stop. This was when I was on Facebook. I said, don't put that on this kid. Don't do that. Please. Don't jinx him. This is the Jordan curse. Don't do that. Because he turned out to be Harold Miner, who had a pretty good career, but not Michael Jordan. Remember they was calling Harold Miner Baby Jordan? Don't do that. They did it. Fresh, what up? ATL Anonymous Boxer, salute. Deshaun, salute. Yeah, Mr. P-Dubs, I don't disagree. That fight concerned me. Brother Drew K says, none, Drew. Just Eddie Hearn rebuilding process. I must protect my pension. Oh, man. Well, here we are. Here we are. So right around that time, after Klitschko, I was ready to make this undisputed fight. This was around the time where we started talking about it. After the Klitschko fight. So later on, he fought Carlos Takam. Who is that? Where'd he come from? I don't know. But it's AJ. And where was it at? It says here, the Principality Stadium. It's AJ. I bet he sold it out. Woo! He said he was World White Star. He's known. Everyone knows Anthony Joshua. There ain't no nigga in Flatbush, Brooklyn that's talking about AJ right now. I promise you. Unless his parents recently came here from the Jamaican by way of just leaving the UK like 7 to 8 years ago. They'll know. But there's no Yardie or African in Flatbush, Brooklyn, right the fuck now, that knows who Anthony Joshua is. That is a promise. Get out of here. So he fights Carlos Takam. Now here's where this fight is pivotal for me. Here's why. Nobody picked Takam to win this fight. All right, he was getting cut, dropped in the fourth round. He stops Takam. This was the fight where I got aggravated. Because it was after this fight, he stood in the ring, basically said, Deontay Wilder doesn't give in to our demands, we will freeze him out. This was the fight he said that. This was the fight where I said, you know what, I ain't effing with this kid. He has no idea what that statement actually means. He has no idea. He has no idea that a black fighter is not supposed to say that about another black fighter. Mr. J, salute. He sure did. That statement right there after that fight, I said nope. Eddie Hearn clearly took advantage of his lack of education on what that meant. That was his Jackie Chan moment. Xavier, what up? I just saw your phone. I was asleep, brother, when you called. I'll holler at you today when I get off of here. Chef Maccabee, salute. No black fighter is supposed to say that to another black fighter. I don't care what weight class you in. He has no idea about the Black Murderers Row. All of those brothers was frozen out. Legendary fighters made to fight each other. Never got a shot at the championship. Never. And these guys were killers. That was Eddie Hearn in his head. We'll freeze him out. And that's been said so many times behind closed doors, it became second nature. It rolled off his tongue so easy. And I said, whoa, what? That was his Jackie Chan moment. Drew, what are you talking about? Y'all remember the first what was it? With him and Chris Rock. What was that movie's name? Forgot. What was the movie with Chris Rock and Jackie Chan? Give me a second. Rush Hour, thank you. Remember when Jackie Chan sat in that bar? What's up, my nigga? You know why he said that? Because Chris said it like 4 or 5 times in the bar. What up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? Went in the back room. What up, my nigga? So he thought, Brown on Boxer, salute. He thought that that's just how we greet each other. So he sat at the bar, looked around. What's up, my nigga? What? What's up, my nigga? What? And they chasing them all around the bar, pool sticks and all that. It was hilarious. But ish like that be happening. Y'all want a nerd moment? D, what up? Y'all want a nerd moment? Here's a nerd moment. I'm watching Teen Titans a few years ago, right? And this intergalactic superhero shows up. And everybody knew who he was. And he goes to Starfire. Right? I think that's the girl's name, with the red hair. And, you know, she comes from a certain race of people. And he says, hey, Trock. He kept calling her Trock the whole episode, and she would get in her feelings. Hey, Trocky. So then, when Cyborg says, hey, man, that's a good job you did, Trock, she blew up at him. You don't call me that. He was like, what? What does that mean? She says, it means nothing. So I'm like, why does she blow up at him, but not blow up at this super intergalactic hero? And at the end of the episode, you find out that word Trocky was a derogatory term towards her people. But this guy was such a hero, she didn't want to break the news that this guy was a racist. He was a bigot, to be more accurate. He was a bigot. And when they all found out, they said, look, man, you're not the hero that you made out. We solved this thing and we completed this mission, but you're not welcome here anymore, man. Get out of here. He wasn't the hero you thought. 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 That was a powerful episode, man. That was a gem. That was a gem. And that character, Starfire, is super powerful. But this dude, he just disrespected her. What does that remind you of, y'all? Her race of people are very powerful. Blowing up planets and stuff. That's how powerful they are. And this guy comes up and just diminishes everything. What does that sound like? So when I heard AJ say that with a smile on his face and a mic in his hand, my freaking jaw dropped. I said, who's raising this kid, man? And I'm like, wait a minute. Am I the only person that got offended by that? And when I looked online, I wasn't. I said, okay, it's not just me. Okay. 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 This kid is not as smart as you think. He has no idea what he was talking about. He might know about the Black Murderers Row now. But when he said that, he had no idea. I promise you he did. It was at that moment, after Carlos Takam, AJ completely lost him. So it was at that point that I wanted to fight for a different reason because, well, first of all, I always thought that Deontay would knock his head off, and I was totally convinced that after the the Vladimir Klitschko fight. I said, man, D lands that right hand. This fight's over. He ain't getting up. He ain't getting up. That was a 40-year-old Vladimir Klitschko. This guy ain't getting up. But now, I ain't gonna hold you. It got personal for me. Because I can't stand seeing these brothers out here uneducated talking crap. I can't stand that. So now I got personal. So I said, you know what? This fight has to happen. But I picked D to win, but now it's more or less where I didn't have a horse in the race. Now I do. Now I do. Now I want him to end AJ. End the reign. It got personal for me. It really did. I didn't like that, man. It is your job when you're around those people to understand what they're talking about. You're not supposed to go out there talking like how they talk, man. They use words and lingo that you're not supposed to use, my man. Ridiculous. After that, he fought Joseph Parker, who was hiding in the bushes the whole time. We was trying to make this fight between these two fellas. Joseph Parker was hiding in the bushes. He gets Joseph Parker. Now he has 3 belts. Deontay has 1. I haven't been that upset with an athlete in a long time. A long, long, long time. Then, after the Joseph Parker fight, right there, it was 2018. There was no excuse for this fight not to happen. There was no excuse.
Very kind of him.
Are you guys going to take it? If not, why not?
Well, because we haven't had an offer yet. All we've had is a piece of paper from a guy from Alabama. So let's see a contract, let's see proof of funds, let's see what we have to do and what our obligations are to earn that kind of money. If it's real, we have to look at it, and it's something that's of interest. But if they expect us to make a decision and accept a fight today based on a piece of paper from, as I said, a guy from Alabama, then they're widely mistaken.
First things first, I want to thank you and appreciate the invite that you had me to such a event.
No problem. Thank you for coming, sir.
I appreciate it. Now, Eddie, the last time we spoke and we did an interview, I asked you about the Deontay Wilder and negotiation, and you said in 2 different separate occasions you said that you need to see proof of funds. But I saw a video you did with IFL TV, and you said you never asked to see proof of funds. Could you clear up the confusion with that?
No, I haven't seen proof of funds. I haven't asked to see proof of funds. I've just asked some very simple questions, which they've answered, to be fair to them. Let's see proof of funds. 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 Let's see proof of funds.
I caught him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I caught him.
Get the fuck out of my face. Hello, world.
Let the games begin. I ain't got to lie on that guy. Those interviews was 2 weeks apart. And he was talking to Blue Blood, the same person. YGB, what up? Seen and unseen, salute. That's not CGI. He said one thing to Blue Blood one day, 2 weeks later, he told him something different. I'm not making it up. When I saw the video two weeks later, I was like, he absolutely did ask for proof of funds. It was in writing, and I said, wait a minute, but there's a video. And I went through. He told IFL. I said, oh my God. National immunity, salute. Jalan, salute. Yeah, Jalan, he didn't know. I mean, I know we all look alike. Next time, you know what y'all do? Put on a Blue Blood Sports TV hat and just walk right in. We all look alike. David Scott III in that super chat. Salute you in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Sean, what up? Joe Townsend in the building. Nonito and Rachel in the building. Salute. Y'all better be subscribed over here. Salute, y'all. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just let Eddie Hearn talk. Antonio Holmes, salute. Just let him talk. Everyone, look, y'all want, I shouldn't be saying this, and I'm saying this jokingly, but just hear me out. If y'all don't got no ticket to a fight, get a Blue Blood Sports TV hat, and I'm only saying this to the black people, and just put it on and walk right in the side. And when they say, who are you? Just point at the hat. They're going to let you right in. That's how much pull Blue Blood got. Just walk right in. We all look alike. Jose, what up? We all look alike. To Eddie, to them motherfuckers, the only people that'll stop and say, you ain't blue, is a black person. Ace Daddy, salute. It's like looking at animals. You can't tell looking at a dog just by the face if it's a male or a female. You gotta like turn it around and look. You gotta check the plumbing. But they know. I remember watching an episode of Star Trek. See, I'm a nerd. Star Trek: The Next Generation, and the young boy, I forget his name, but he saw another fella who was an alien. He was a race of person. And he walks up to him and calls him by his name. And he stops and looks at him. He said, hey, man, I haven't seen you since the academy, man. So much has changed. You look good. He says, I'm not so-and-so. He said, you're not? He says, no. Oh, I'm sorry. You look just like my buddy so-and-so. He says, I'm not. No. But we get that a lot. He says, well, how do you tell each other apart? Because y'all look just alike. He says, we just do. He said, really? He said, yeah, we just do. It was a unique looking alien, humanoid alien. But they all look like that. That's how some of these mother effers like Eddie Hearn look at us. I could go up to Eddie Hearn right now and say, yo, you don't remember you telling me, you know, that he'll be like, oh, yeah. And I'll have on a Blue Blood hat. He don't know the difference. He don't know whether he's talking to Champ Side or Blue Blood. Matter of fact, Champ Side and Blue Blood could walk up to him and say, yeah, you ain't know this is my brother? And Eddie Hearn will be like, yeah, y'all do look alike.
It's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when Horton, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when Horton, he did ride Crambo.
What?
Y'all heard you can go to some of these countries and tell people you're related to Shaq and they'll believe you. If you're black. You look what Anita said. You're Filipino? My best friend's girlfriend is your... Are y'all related? Ah! Oh! That's happened to me. I've been in Florida and the most southern of southern people. I've been to the Bronx one time. My boy Raheem, you know him? What the fuck? First of all, I know like 5 Raheems. I'm not kidding. I know like 5 of them growing up. Which one? What the fuck? Oh my God. That's funny. Oh, you from the Philippines? You know Rachel? Huh? Oh my God, we are so racist. Yo. My boy in California, he went to Thailand, he came back, he was kind of pissed off. He the military. He told people where he was from. And I said, what's wrong? He says, yo, man, I told him I'm from California. Every one of these motherfuckers said, you know Kobe? You know Kobe? He said, I never even went to a Laker game, man. I never been in the same building as Kobe. Oh, the racism. Oh, my God. Because we all know each other. Oh, my God. You know what racist is? When I'm from New York. Right? I thought every Asian was Chinese growing up until I was about maybe 8 or 9. And listen to this. They were all Chinese, but they all knew karate. Karate! Not kung fu, that came later. Damn, we're so racist. Oh my God, it's bad. Yo, I didn't know Samoan was I didn't know it was a real race of people. I thought it was some shit Vince McMahon made up. Until I was 12, and I was in school with one the whole time. Had no idea. I said, yo, what? Tongan, what the fuck is that? Wait a minute, that's real? Whole time I thought you was Puerto Rican. You see, I had an excuse. I was young and I was a little boy. This is before puberty. I was little. What's scary is when you got grown people with gray in their hair walking around this world that think that is a cluster-uck. I'm trying to watch my mouth here, y'all. You know, YouTube got these new guidelines. I didn't know. From the Solomon Islands, Sika and Afa, the wild Samoans. I didn't know Samoa was a place. I didn't know. There was a girl named Gail. I went to school her the whole time. You don't speak Chinese? She says, I'm Korean. Oh. I go to the globe and I spin the globe and I said, oh. Womp womp. Look, man, I was a kid, man. G.I. Joe. Come on, man. I couldn't think past my Atari. Come on, man. I had a childhood. I didn't know that. I wasn't, but to be ignorant at a certain age, that's a choice. When you're a kid, you don't have a care in the world. But when you're an adult thinking like that, that's a choice. Ignorance is a choice. That's why I got so pissed at AJ. When he said, we'll freeze him out, I said, pause. Jackie Chan, what's up, my nigga? In the bar. Around black people. He had no idea. He grew up in China all his life. partner's freaking ignorance. Didn't know. Didn't know. So this kid is buddied up with Eddie Hearn. And his thought process comes from his upbringing, where he feels it's okay to tell people my color any old thing and we're supposed to believe it. And he gets by because he's also a very tall guy. I actually stood next to him. Did I tell y'all that story at the Devin Haney fight? He was there. I walked right past him. He's like 6'5". And I almost screamed bomb squad right next to him. He had his back turned and he was on the phone. I said, if I scream bomb squad at the top of my lungs, I'm going to scare the crap out of him. But I wasn't there on my dollar. Black got me some tickets by way of Bill Haney. Salute to Trill Bill. And I didn't want to be escorted out and be like, well, who was that guy? You know, So I didn't do it. But he gets by off of his looks because of how he looks. And people that are not from the UK, you hear that accent and he sounds educated. But his upbringing, he thinks he's better than AJ. He has a lifetime contract with AJ. And AJ has burst at the seams. He's collapsed. We've seen AJ have a meltdown.
I'd say, I don't know. Anyone that wants to change their life, I don't know. Do what you want, innit? It's your choice. You live your life how you think is best, and you'll like deal with the consequences of your decisions.
Okay, I'll take 50 million up front. If that's the case, Wilder's team, bring me 50 million up front and we'll take the fight.
Get up with your man Eddie and Barry Hearn and tell them to check their email. I got something special for you. And by the way, all the money's in the bag. So I expect you'll be a man of your word.
Yeah. Well, I ain't selling my soul for 50 mil. Okay. That's where I'm coming from.
What?
I'll take 50 million up front.
What?
I'll take 50 million up front.
What?
Why is it my soul for 50 mil?
Shut the fuck up!
But if you do manage to do well, always try and give back, because just don't take. Also give back where you can. I don't know what I tell someone. I probably tell them don't get into boxing.
What?
I probably tell them don't get into boxing.
What?
I'll probably tell him don't get into boxing.
And the WBA Super, I think. What's he doing here?
I don't care about strong, I have that skill. Keep it professional. What? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? What's fucking now,
Yeah, that's the way to keep it professional.
I think you misinterpreted.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's not right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll probably tell them don't get into boxing.
Oh, you don't throw combinations like Rocky Marciano.
He had such a wing don't know what the hell StreamYard is doing with my music. Is that better? Because I just turned the damn thing off. Can you hear me now? Oh my God. All I want to do is play music in the background. Tell me if it's too loud now. I'm going to play it right now. Tell me right now. Is that better? All right, cool. Telling you, man, StreamYard, get it together. I pay for a service, man. Stop this. Get on my nerves now. Thank you, family. You get on my damn nerves. There are other options. $704 Joe, salute. Nah, it's not the song. It's I have a list of music that I put up there personally. Copywritten safe music, and I ain't going. That's a whole other thing that I'm working with. Anyway, y'all can hear me now. It's better. So, I did feel bad for AJ, but he never tried to fix anything. And the way Eddie Hearn marched through the industry and tried to railroad this man, it was ridiculous. DHL Mike says, what did AJ mean by not selling his soul? Meaning, simply put, there was $50 million in the bag that he asked for. And I specifically remember fussing with these fools on Facebook. I say, okay, he can get $50 million. And you know what their argument was? Deontay Wilder never even made $50 million. He has never generated $50 million. Number one, you fools didn't know that. Y'all didn't know what he made. That's number one. Number two, do you remember who he works with? Between Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman, they can reach out to people to come up with $50 million to foot the bill for these two guys fighting, because that fight was so huge at that time that there's definitely a return on their investment. They'll get that money back. They can get a hold of investors. I said, this is not a big deal. He didn't ask for $100 million. He asked for 50, man. That fight was already sold. D already agreed to go to the UK. Do y'all remember any of this? You know what I'm saying? He agreed. I'm the B-side. I'll come to the UK. And what was the final straw? When Eddie Hearn said, well, we don't know if the O2 will be available. That was the last thing he said. And I said, oh, come on. And that's when D said, you know what? F y'all. 50-50 or no fight. Y'all playing. And you know what happened? I'll pull up the box rec. You know what happened? He said the O2 wasn't available, right? September 22nd of 2018, he fought Alexander Povetkin at Wembley. Now, let me ask you a question, y'all. You mean to tell me at September 22nd of 2018, he couldn't afford, if the O2 wasn't available, he couldn't afford Deontay Wilder at Wembley? Huh? The Mitchell Show, what up? Judah Israel, salute. You mean to tell me he couldn't afford him there? He couldn't afford him there? That's right, Joe Townsend. He was going to take a flat rate of $15 million. And y'all remember what that was? They didn't want no rematch clause. They wanted a one-way rematch clause. If Anthony lost, he gets a rematch. If D lost, he don't get no rematch. Mind you, he was a WBC champion longer than AJ was unified. Big Texas, salute. You see? So if the O2 wasn't available, Wembley was. What was the problem? These boys ain't want to fight. That was the problem. He's lying to Blue. The whole time, they were trying to tear Deontay Wilder's character down, tear down his fan base, which is a spit in our face, saying he had no fans, which was an absolute lie, calling him some guy from Alabama, which is racist in itself. He didn't even know he was talking to the same black man when he lied to him 2 weeks prior. Everything that Eddie Hearn has done is disrespectful as it pertains to this situation. And then you get some fools talking about, oh, well, you're supposed to support the black man. No. Because if AJ, with that Africa tattoo on his shoulder, if he supported the black man, they were supposed to have fought about 2 or 3 times by now. But you know what happened? I said, you know, this is the heavyweight division. Anybody could get it. Can we at least get an undisputed champion? Thanks to AJ, listening to Eddie Hearn, we never got that. What we did get was Andy Ruiz going upside his head at MSG and him getting poisoned. But whatever. That's what we got. That's what happened. We all saw it. And it was downhill from there. Fast forward to today. He loses to Andy. Andy lacked discipline. They fed him. He came in that fight 300 pounds and couldn't catch AJ. AJ still didn't look the same. He just beat him with a jab. Two-time. And then fought Usyk and lost two times. He's having meltdowns in the ring. He's throwing belts out like he's Bret Hart after the screw job. But you see, here's the thing, AJ. I gotta pull this up. Where's that? I mentioned the screw job. Where is it? Well, I'll throw this up there. I don't think I have it. So I'll be thinking of stuff and then let me go here. Nope, I ain't even gonna look for it. Ew. Man, all right. I'm not even going to. Every time I'm looking for something, I find something that I didn't want to find. And it's like, bro, it's bad. This is bad? All right, whatever, man. I'm not even going to bother, man. But they balled him up and threw him out. You know, AJ. I know AJ feels like he's been wronged. You know what happened to him in New York? He'll never speak up on it, but you know, he figured out what happened because it happened to Deontay. And see, the thing is, I don't think he understands. I don't think he understands. The grand scheme was never one of these men to be undisputed champion, because that'll be in the books. Whoever got it and lost it later, that'd be who cares. But in the books, on paper, one of them would have been undisputed champion of the world. Pablo Escobar, salute. Cadillac Red, salute. 919, what up? 502 King, what up? Dapper Dance. One of them. You blew it, AJ. You effed it up. You effed it up. You came to New York, and they made sure Andy did what he did. They needed that extra oomph. They needed that insurance policy. And you know what? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Let me put that up there. Thank you, Sensei. You know what I'm talking about. And now what are we talking about? Usyk versus Fury. Look at what you did, AJ. That's right, Joe. He said, I wish I had lost to Wilder. You were supposed to be fighting Deontay in either Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, or across the river at the Barclays. You listened to Eddie, and look what happened. Now the conversation is Fury versus Usyk. What an astounding turn of events. And guess what? To all of my manga people, neither one of them are American.
Whoa, what the
Take that. Y'all don't care. You know why? You look in the mirror and then you start thinking, well, I am from Kentucky, but according to my DNA, I'm Irish. I'm from the UK. My great grandpappy, he from over there in Russia. Close enough. Looking ass. Thank you, AJ. This is how they think. I'm telling you. You ain't got to believe me. Read some of the comments. Go to any Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder video on BFTV's channel. Go to any one and just read the comments. You might have to go back to 2018. Read the comments. I was on BFTV's page, and after Deontay lost, you know what they said? One down, one more to go. They were talking about Errol. You think that some of these racist white fans don't watch our athletes and hope that they lose? Right now, Cool Boy Steph got haters that he don't even know exist. Why do you think, A1 Hoops on salute, why do you think there's this push for Lomachenko? And you'll never know where it's coming from. I get Ukrainians. I get that. I get the people that say, oh, I'm just watching boxing. I get that. I get that. Am I saying Lomachenko's trash? I'm not even saying that. I'm saying I see the people rooting for you, dude. I see them, and you might not have anything to do with it, but don't act like you're not taking advantage of what this is. Don't act like we ain't see you ask for that franchise status. Don't act like we didn't see that. I got a brother right now on one of my chats. I guess he's trying to go back and forth with me over this Tank and Devin shit. Let me tell all of you Tank and Devin, you guys that are into that, stop. I'm telling you right now, stop. Stop. Lord Sweat Real, salute. Stop. The only thing y'all should be pushing for is a fight. Stop. Y'all are getting too caught up into what Bill is saying and what Leonard Ellaby is saying. Stop. Johnny Q, what up? Stop this nonsense right now. It's out of control. This Errol and Bud shit is out of control. Stop. Stop. Because you niggas are looking stupid now. So before this Tank and Devin Haney shit get out of control, stop. I'm telling you right now. This dude, his name is Keith, whatever. Dude, I know you're watching right now. I'm not going back and forth with you. I didn't block you. I saw you left a comment. I ain't even read it yet. But I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not doing it. What you should be doing is wanting to fight. That's it. I don't have to degrade Tank to bring up Devin. I don't care if Bill sent out a picture of his mugshot. Do you know why I don't care about that? Every time I turn around, a hater is cutting down Bill. Do y'all have any idea how important black fathers are in this world? But what's the rumor about us? We're absent. Who started that rumor? White supremacy. Who carried that rumor? Black women. The matriarchy. And it's just not true. Waiting to exhale. Sally Jesse Raphael. Oprah Winfrey. There's been a war against the black male for a long time. A very long time. I've seen it. I've lived through it. All through the 90s. I'm like, why are they saying that? Come to find out, we are the most involved fathers everywhere. Dog, what up? So I take it personal when they attack Bill Haney. I take that shit personal. He's not only defending a client, that's his damn son. So when I see you brothers attacking Bill, I look at y'all sideways. What are you attacking him for? What's really going on with you? He's doing his job promoting his athlete, and his athlete so happened to be his son. He's not supposed to take some of that personal? Look at Devin and look at every other athlete that we watched. Do you think Mike Tyson would have been a little better off if he had his father in his life? Did y'all not cut down Floyd Mayweather for cursing out his father on HBO? There was lynch mobs on YouTube. Oh, this is why I don't like Floyd, and he shouldn't be cursing out his father. I don't care what he did. That's his father. His father, his father's father. A decade later, those same dudes are cutting down Bill Haney. Why? Because you like Tank and his tattoos a little better? I look at Devin. I see a well-spoken young man who could talk his trash and back it up in the ring, who is celebrating the fruits of his labor. And when he was on BFTB yesterday, he's going to be on BFTB's show today. Don't miss it. He was in the gym putting in work. And I look at Tank, and it's a polar opposite. But you know what I can say? Tank is blessed in a different way. And if I was to say anything to Tank, it'd be like, count your blessings. Focus on what you're doing. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. You know why I say he's blessed? In this scenario between him and Devin, somehow Devin put in work. Devin has a better resume at 135. Devin's undisputed, but somehow Tank is still the A side. Count your blessings, young man. Tank is running around with all these court cases and everything, and I don't blow that up. When I speak on it, I bring light to the situation, how it shouldn't even be that way, and he needs to be more responsible, more careful. I cringe when I see black athletes literally get handed not even handed the world, they fought. And they're in a place where they're blessed and they don't understand how to handle it. I cringe every time I see John Jones in the news. I cringe. Because I know what's coming behind that. You think I like getting on the YouTube or reading the news and you scroll down and see what people are saying? Oh, damn shame. John Jones should never fight again. He's a druggie. A lot of the stuff you know where it's coming from. But it's a shame when you can't argue it. So I look at Tank and I pray for the best for him. We don't know what's going to happen with that court case. He might have to go sit down for a few months. We don't know. But do you understand how important fathers are? You understand? Bill is marketing his son, but he falls under a lot of unnecessary attack. There's a lot of stuff that's been said to him. I've seen it. I've read it. But all I see is a black father in his son's life. And they hate him for that. But here's my point. We want the fight, right? So why is it that we want the fight and we have a whole other fan base that are resistant to the damn fight? As if Devin don't deserve it. What are y'all talking about? And again, when we say Devin is running into buildings on fire, he's running into the smoke. What is the problem with that? What is the problem? My brother Tom in that super chat, much love and appreciation, said, Drew, it was worse than that. The UK fans didn't want the Wilder fight as well. They were all shook and it was pathetic. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They didn't want, and this is what I'm talking about. Some of these fighters, these other fan bases, when you listen and read what they're saying, I'm like, yo, they don't want the fight. Y'all should want AJ to come in there and whoop his ass. It was like listening to Pacquiao fans years ago. I'm like, wait a minute. Pacquiao's the B-side. But no matter, two fight deal. Take the short end money, beat Floyd's ass, and then you become the A-side. You shortchange Floyd in the rematch. This is a simple fix. And it was game after game after game. I said, man, y'all don't want to fight. Y'all don't want to fight. AJ never wanted to fight. He still don't want to fight. And what's bad is AJ is so mentally messed up. We're not sure who he could beat. He's fighting Franklin next. We don't know how that's going to turn out, man. We don't know. If he fights Dillian White, we don't know how that's going to turn out. Watch this. Do you see him beating Otto Wallin right now? Check Stormy's video. I don't. AJ's not the same guy prior to the Ruiz loss. He's not. No, and it's gotten worse after he lost to Usyk. He's having meltdowns in the ring. Do you trust that guy now? And I'm going to ask the same question that I've been asking. Where are all the Anthony Joshua fans? Where'd y'all go? A lot of y'all were right here in the States. Y'all are quiet. What's happened is Deontay Wilder's support has grown. Even after the robberies against Tyson Fury, they've grown. He's still here. He ain't throwing belts all over the place. And I like the fact that he's more vocal about these cats cheating. What do we know about what's going on over there overseas? It's pop culture. Those guys are dirtbags. Not all of them. A lot of them are, though. Gloves, drugs, all kinds of stuff. Hanging with cartel leaders that are still on the run with $5 million bounties on their head. The WBC champion can't fly to the States. What are we talking about? Time reveals all truth. We told you about Anthony Joshua. POG Ski says, Bill, passing out mugshots didn't help, Drew. We got to hold everyone in the same standards. Being a father is great, but tearing down another black man is not cool. Let me ask you a question. Go to Google right now and tell me if you can find Tank's mugshot. The answer is yes. Go to Google right now and you can find Shakur Stevenson's mugshot. The answer is yes. Find one of Kovalev. Find one of Oscar De La Hoya. Now, you want to talk about code, right? I just said that Bill Haney falls under a lot of attack. I was watching his Instagram live one day and some fool-ass dude jumped on there and being belligerent. If y'all there and y'all saw it, y'all saw it. It was crazy unnecessary. Real tough, miles away in an undisclosed location over Instagram. Real tough though, right? Real tough. My question is this. How much of a high road are you supposed to take when people are not only attacking your son as a fighter, but attacking his character? So those people that attack Bill Haney's character to big up Tank, why are they mad at a mugshot? Find me a mugshot of Devin Haney. They get online, they get in my chat, they get in several, well, old school salute, they get in several chats and start degrading Devin, which comes with the territory. Then they start degrading Bill and talk about how awful of a guy he is. Healer, what up? Unscripted Virtuoso, salute. And then he says, pause. I'm not going back and forth with y'all. That's a mugshot right there. You're gonna attack me for raising my son right? To big up that kid? Mugshot. Now, all's fair in love and war, right? In other words, the mugshot went out in defense. He didn't start it. Let me say it again. The mugshot went out in defense. He didn't start it. He holds his son to the highest of standards. All we've seen Devin do is perform successfully. Why is it that he's undisputed champion and still the B-side? Why is it that he's outboxed everyone that he's fought and all we see and hear about is one punch that Linares landed? And through all of that, you could pick Tank over Devin. That's your prerogative. And I'm not only talking about my brother PLG Ski, I'm talking about everybody. It's fine. I like Tank. I've protected Tank. But I've read what people have said to Bill, to him directly. To him directly. He's on Instagram Live every day. Go to people's chats. I said, there's a brother in the chat right now. I ain't read it. I don't think I'm gonna. But I'm not going back and forth with anybody over the Haneys and Tank. I'm not doing it. Y'all are falling for the fucking banana in the tailpipe again. Y'all are falling for the okie doke again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Do it. Here we go again. And once again, I'm seeing people creating more reasons why the fight should not happen rather than it happen. Just like Wilder and AJ. If we're really on cold as a people, AJ fans, you should have wanted him to beat Deontay's ass. Y'all should have been on Eddie Hearn's bumper. But I clearly recall all of you AJ fans creating more reasons as to why the fight should not happen, because Deontay's not a draw. He got skinny legs. He's a country bumpkin from Alabama. He can't sell out his home state. All of it was lies. And all of you with the loudest megaphones have disappeared. Y'all vanished. And the majority of you that are still around, y'all turned on AJ. And I've been asking the whole time, where are you? Because you know why? AJ needs you now. This fight can still be made, and it's not gonna get made unless AJ says, Eddie, get me this fight. AJ fans, I know you're watching now. It jumped up to 202 people listening now. I done said Tank's name, now they're here. Ha, I fooled you. Fooled you. Tank and Devin is a historic fight. Two young black fighters in their prime that should be fighting. Hello, Tank fans. Why are you making excuses for the fight not happening? Get in there, whoop Devin's ass, and move on with your life. 2-fight deal. Imagine if the fight is happening in Vegas. Imagine, I don't like Vegas. Bill, I'm a text Bill. Have it in Atlanta. Have it at the Barclays. They're not going to go to your hometown. They ain't doing that. Do something. Devin's a road warrior anyway. Come to New York. Come to the Barclays. I'd love that. I'd love that. That's my response. I don't have to tear down Tank to build Devin up. I don't have to tear down Devin to build Tank up. Y'all don't get that. This Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. I'm going to say it. This is a version of black on black crime. These motherfuckers have put the guns in the neighborhoods. And you niggas are walking past the guns. Hey, what's that? The guns are in one alley, and then across town, the ammunition is. They just dropped it. Boom. Let the niggas kill each other. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid. AJ Wilder. Bud Errol. Tank Devin. These are 6 black fighters, y'all. We haven't learned anything what they did with Deontay. Because what happened was they ended up poisoning and jerking both of those guys. Y'all don't want to understand what they did. They did it. Right under our nose, they did it. Now you got Errol and Bud. The same powers that be are not involved. But they're slowly pulling that fight from us. Some say the fight is already gone. Y'all don't get it. Whether you root for Bud or Errol, it shouldn't have got to this. Because everybody as a unit should have been like, yo, make the fight, make the fight, make the fight, make the fight, make the fight. Now everyone has pointed out their opinion about who messed up what, because we're reporting how we see it. How you interpret it, that's entirely up to you. But I do recall saying at the end of this, I want the fight. I don't care if I pick Errol to beat Bud. I don't care. I don't care if you pick Bud to beat Errol. How do we find out? Make the fight. And now we're at Devin and Tank. And the things that I'm reading in these chats, I'm not going back and forth with any of you idiots. Don't come in my chat talking about, in my comment section, talking about who did what. We're all here. I know what I see. Bill's job is to promote his product. And when they tear down Devin, all he says in response is, everybody says everything but fight. Does that not apply to Tank right now? Could Tank have not just said, you know what, I'm the A side. Let me send this guy a contract and we can settle this. Could he have not done that? What did we get? Isak Cruz, Leo Santa Cruz, or Leo Santa Snooze. We got everybody but Devin. AJ, we got Carlos Takam, Joseph Parker. We got everybody but Deontay. They're talking about sales. But those guys outsell Deontay, come to find out, no, they did not. You tear down Devin, I get it. But then you attack Bill to tear down Devin after what they've accomplished from the mud is to tear down Bill and to let him know that he's done a bad job. That's what you're letting him know. So of course he's gonna clap back. So when you tear him down and in the process, you start saying, hey man, not only is Devin fake goods, but on top of that, Bill, you talk too much. Bill, you ain't do a good job. Bill, it's your fault that Devin got caught in the Linares fight. And Bill. And Taker's gonna beat you because of all of that. Mugshot. You want to roast? Mugshot. So I understood that. Sidebar. Why Tank got tattoos of monkeys on his chest?
Yeah, come on!
What do we celebrate? Listen, I don't celebrate street stuff, man. I don't celebrate that. I want Tank to stay out of trouble. Tom Etheridge is back in that super chat. He said, Anthony Joshua, Oliver McCall, let's keep it real. Yeah. Crying in the damn ring. I understand, but I don't agree, Drew. Example, so if Fanon came in your chat talking shit, you going to say something about Fanon and address them? Right is right, but I can agree and disagree respectful. Here's what you don't know. Well, first of all, let me say this, and I say this respectfully. Y'all don't know what happened with Fanon. Y'all think y'all know, but y'all don't know. I told y'all what led up to the break. But y'all don't know. There's a lot of things that y'all don't know. And it's not for y'all to know. Did y'all know I never took Fanon's wrench? So if Fanon came up in here right now and typed something, y'all would know it's him because he still has a wrench? Did y'all know that? Did you know that? Did y'all know that? Am I ever on here ranting and raving, talking about I'm gonna do this and do that and reveal this and reveal? No. No. There was a situation, it was a clean break, and that was the end of it. He's still here wrenched up. Do y'all get surprised when he pops up in BFTB's chat? Does it shock you? So just as a bit of information, please, people comment on a lot of stuff. Y'all don't know what happened. Y'all know vaguely what happened, what we told you. But there's a lot of things that it's just, y'all don't need to know. Because at the end of the day, and listen carefully, that's a black man. And I know a lot of things. And it wasn't enough for me to say I wish hell on him. It was never like that. It was never like that. Ever. He didn't kill anybody. We had a difference of opinion and we didn't like how things were handled. And that was the end of it. That's it. So in the event that he came in my chat talking nonsense, there'd be a reason why I would handle it, unlike how you probably wouldn't know how I would handle it. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what happened. I would handle it a particular kind of way. So this is a bad example. This is a bad example. And this is not relevant to what I'm saying between Devin and Tank and Bill. It's different. That went out. The mugshot went out when people started assaulting Bill Haney's character in defense of Tank. All Bill was saying is my son beats that guy. And it went from that to we don't agree, Bill. And not only that, you ain't shit, Bill, and your son ain't shit, Bill, and you failed as a father, Bill. I failed as a father. Mugshot. There it is. Are we roasting or not? And then people got mad. What do you get mad for? You roasting, right? Now it'd been different if the mugshot was fake. My brother, the Cali Enigma in the building, he says, salute fam, I hope all is well with you and your family. I'm Team Haney because he's from the soil. Salute the Tank too. Hashtag LDBC. Hell yeah. Now what if Devin started posturing and saying, you know what, we fighting in the Bay. We fighting in the Bay. What if he said that? We fighting in the Bay. Or nothing. I'm undisputed. Then that'd be a big old thing. Devin never said that. He hasn't even fought in the Bay yet. But, hey, who am I? Hen dog salute. Who am I? You can't disrespect somebody and then be shocked the way they clap back at you. Let me say this. I may or may not have been in situations back in the day where something was done to me and my response was, throwing a punch at somebody and their family member standing there too. Just for good measure. What did I do? You were standing there. And I don't know what you're gonna do. Get your hands out your pocket, man. I'm not expecting you to stand there while I get my get back. It can get rough. Someone attacks your character. Sometimes if someone attacks your character enough, the gloves are off. Now I understand PLG Ski. I understand what you're saying. But that was a bad analogy with Fanon. Fanon pop up here right now with a wrench, y'all get shocked. I never took his wrench, and I did that for a reason. What, y'all thought I hate him? No. We just didn't see eye to eye on certain things and severed ties. That's it. That's it. I'm not on that. PLG Ski, I asked the same question. But read the chats. Read the chats. I'll give you a perfect example. Sports Master D Free in the building. I'll give you a perfect example. Tank stood up there and called Devin the email champion. You know what's unique about that? He's wrong. But you know what's unique about that? No one ever attacks who sent the damn email. And what's unique is the person that sent Devin the email, I'd rather send you the email than fight you, is the person you ducked.
Whoa! What the it's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it?
What? Levant, salute. I'll say it again. The person that sent Devin the email is the person you ducked. Is the person that Floyd was threatening you with. It's time. So that guy ran from Devin, but was chasing you around. Strange. But he's the email champion. Tell the whole story, Tank. I don't see one Tank fan, and trust me, y'all know, I don't see one Tank fan saying, yeah, you know, that was some BS, man. PLG Ski, he fought in Oakland. Has he fought since he's won the titles, is what I'm saying. He hasn't fought there yet. He hasn't had no homecoming. Every fighter has a homecoming. Y'all remember Danny Garcia? I'm coming home. And laid an egg and got a gift decision. It was that win he had in Puerto Rico where it was, yo, Danny Gift Garcia. Salute, Casanova. So with all things being equal, what has Devin done wrong? What has Devin done wrong? That's the question. And see, this is all relevant to Wilder and AJ. I was like, hold up, what is Wilder doing wrong? He's calling for the smoke. And all I heard was excuses as to why the fight can't happen. Here we are again. What did Devin do wrong exactly? He's undisputed. He is a bit of a draw. He's undefeated. What is he doing wrong? What is he doing that Isak Cruz didn't do? Leo Santa Snooze didn't do? Rolly Romero. What has he done wrong? And I'm reading stuff about a mugshot. I could be a dick about it and say, well, why is there a mugshot? Why does he have several mugshots? What happened now? Laid up and made a baby with the wrong chick. If he had a father in his life, an active father, that put him up on game, because everyone has a father, but I'm talking about a father that's a father, put him up on game, he may not have made that choice. So when you attack Bill, it means something. And I'm talking to you black fans. Y'all need to lay off of that, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Stop that ish. Stop. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. You don't like Bill? Fine. Beat his son. Now, PLG Ski, we're all adults. We are not going to agree on everything. It's all good, huh? You know, it's all right. Stop disrespecting Bill. You're going to regret it later. You're going to regret it later. Let me ask y'all a question. I don't mean to put this out there, but it's a real thing. Who's going to be around in the next 5 years? What is the probability? Who's going to be around longer than the next 5 years? Tank or Devin? I don't know, and this is out of concern. I don't know if Tank talks like that because that's just how he talks, or if that's from getting hit upside his head since he was 9 years old. I'm being for real. I'm not clowning, I'm not roasting. This is coming from a place of concern now. Tank has a lot of ring years on him. I don't think he's going to be around much longer. I don't know. But I think Devin is going to be around longer than him. I think Devin, the plan is already to finish this up here, try and get a Tank fight, and scoot over to 140 and get at Teofimo. If you forgot, Bill said, it's not about the belts or money, it's about what you said. So he's going up to 140 specifically for Teo. Teo, there's no escape. You're not going anywhere. You're going to have to fight. What are you going to do, run to 147? He already said that. I covered that already. We have to be a united front, y'all. We should be celebrating. We should be on here high-fiving. Yo, I got Tank, man. But yo, this fight needs to happen. Yo, I got Devin, man. But yo, man, this fight needs to happen. Why are we on here cursing each other out? Yo, Bud, man, I got Bud, but yo, man, this fight need to happen. Yo, come on, man, I got my man Bud. Yo, I got Errol, man. Yo, it's gonna be a dope-ass fight. Yo, what if this happens? Yo, what happens if Errol finally get caught? Yo, what happens if Bud gets off the ground and takes him in the deep water? Yo, man. Why we gotta be on here cursing each other out? What is that? That's what it was supposed to be. On our end, that's what it was with AJ and Deontay. Enter Eddie Hearn. And then had motherfuckers talking about money. We're the supporters. We're the fanatics. Why are we talking about contracts and money? Thank you, Floyd. Letting fights marinate and have us talking like we making money off of this. We're looking to spend money. But then some of these people get so emotionally attached to a fighter if they're from the same town, from the same country, that they get on here on social media and will scream and holler and curse you out and call you out your name. And then the conversation turns into something else. Then you get trolling and everything else. See, I was here for all of it. I've seen it with the Pacquiao fan. I had no problem with Manny Pacquiao. I had a problem with his fan base. And I had a problem when I started to say, whoa, 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 he's juicing. Oh, he's never been caught. Why was he ducking a drug test for 5 fucking years? Why is it that when OSDT came up, his knockout stopped? Why is it that they called Floyd Mayweather a chicken and put his face on the KFC logo, racist, and saying he's making excuses with this drug testing? He's trying to change the game and had people in old media calling Floyd a chicken, but when our brother Nonito Donaire saying, no, I'm volunteering for it, they said he was a hero for it. So Floyd's a chicken, but Nonito's the hero. Fine. Sometimes you got to get shot in the face. Pause. But you know what? Floyd generated compliance because everybody was looking at drug testing. And what we can't ignore is that Manny's knockout streak stopped. Mission accomplished. Hey, man, I'm going to get out of here. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda Catch Out. Super Chats, man. Tune in to the Painful Excellence podcast. I'm be cooking tonight because the matriarchy's in full swing. And, yeah, they must be stopped. It's out of control now. All right, y'all doing too much. Here's a link. Pep Talk tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I ain't having this crap. The General's on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm mad. Love y'all. No live tomorrow. I'm not doing a live tomorrow morning. I got something to do. No live tomorrow morning. I'll be back Friday. But tonight, Pep Talk. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.